Now, one thing I learned when I went to the Simon Guobadia and Porsha Williams divorce in Fulton County because I, in fact, was the only blogger there. Although there is one stinky one who would love to take credit for something that she just didn't do. But in fact, because I was there, I know one thing, and that is related to Porsha and her inability to refinance this home. Does Porsha have the credit to refinance it? Not only does she have the credit, does she actually have the finances, y'all? And we're going to get into it and we're going to.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes. Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
I'd be watching some videos that be coming down my timeline, and it just be so crazy how some people be having so many jokes. And the joke is on them. When the whole internet is saying that your puss stinks, I think you need to kind of take care of that, if you understand what I mean. Okay. Okay, ho. All right, so let's get into it. So, as I was stating, because I was the only person at the court, because nobody else wanted to see this shit, apparently. Okay, so let's get into it. What we learned at court, well, what I learned at court, and I was thinking about getting the transcripts. Maybe I should. And if I do, I'm just going to get them jokers away for free. But what we learned at court, and with regards to the prenuptial agreement, is the reason that Simon actually gave Porsha 3 years of free rent, free mortgage, is simply because she had not been working. So guess what? That would mean she wouldn't have no money to pay it, right? Absolutely. And in fact, she testified to the reason that it was 36 months is because she would have needed to get a job. She would have needed to establish herself, and she would need to then do what? Refinance. Well, here's the deal. In a funny twist and turn of events, is word on the street. And I know Porsha know what word on the street because she's from the streets. Word on the streets, or allegedly, Simon ain't paying the mortgage. So what that simply means, how is Porsha going to be able to reestablish herself, get 13 more jobs to be able to pay this mortgage? Because another thing, y'all, they say she has bad credit. Now, I don't know if she really has bad credit, but I believe she probably does. Word on the street, allegedly, she has bad credit. Now, if you have bad credit, can you fix it? Absolutely, you can do that, but it does take time. Now, here is where the dilemma comes into play. She needs to work 99 jobs to be able to afford a $50,000, or did they say 65? I believe in court, if I'm correct, Simon said it was about 50. But then I saw some other videos where they said it was 65. So I'm now like in my head, like, did Simon say 65? So maybe I gotta rewatch the videos because I do have the footage. Yes, I do. So this is where it gets interesting. How is Porsha going to be able to pay the mortgage? Because as she testified in court, because I was there, she said she needed to establish herself. And that was the absolute reason for the prenup. And how is she going to establish herself if Simon is not going to pay the mortgage? Is Porsha going to be able to sustain this mortgage? If I go online, y'all saying hell to the no, no. And guess what? I believe it because I do know people, and word on the street is she stressed the fuck out because, honey, she needs to get this mortgage done. She needs to get this property. Well, guess what? And this is coming from somebody who have had a lot of different jobs, one including I own my own mortgage company. Okay. So, what I learned is when you do jumbo loans, you got to have jumbo cash. So, not only do you have to put all of this cash down, you also got to have good credit. Now, with people telling me she has bad credit, is that the pressure that she up against because they said she's stressed out? Okay. So, judging from what she testified in court, she said she needed to reestablish herself and she would need about 3 years to do so. Now, that would leave about another 2 years or what, a year and 9 months. Don't quote me on it. But judging on what everybody is saying, that Simon is not paying the mortgage and Porsha out here looking for jobs because, baby, I was in court and what they said she made on the Housewives ain't going to be enough. It's just not going to be enough. So, what is Porsha going to do? What is she going to do? Is she going to be able to pay this mortgage? Because I'll tell y'all this, in court, when asked, she didn't know how much the mortgage was. In fact, she said it was 20,000. But the most interesting thing is, how do you not know how much the mortgage is if you actually paid it, right? Well, Simon testified that it would be about 50,000. And I know, in the comments, sometimes I read the comments and sometimes I don't. And somebody said, well, Porsha said the mortgage was 20 and Simon said it was 50. Well, the 30 was for the upkeep. And whoever said that, something ain't right, because do you think the mortgage would be more than the upkeep? Absolutely not. Porsha Williams did not know how much the mortgage was because Simon said it's about 50. So Porsha said 20. So she didn't know. And she provided no receipts, because Simon's attorney wanted the receipts. Now, some people are saying Porsha paid the child support. They wasn't even there. They don't know what happened. They're just bumping their gums. They don't know what they're talking about. Well, she did testify that she paid his child support, but as you guys are aware, in court, they actually want the justification of what you said you paid. So if you paid the child support, where are the remittance? Like, what proof do you have, such as like a bank statement or something? So, in terms of Porsha paying the child support, she said she paid it, but unfortunately, she did not provide the proof. So I don't really know if that's true, because if you provided proof that you paid it, then that would be the justification. And as Simon attorney said, it's like she's sitting up there testifying, and there's no way for me to really know if she's telling the truth or not. I mean, did she pay it? We don't really know. So, one thing, well, I knew, but I learned it in this court that she actually does need that alimony money. She really, truly needs it, but I don't think she's going to get it. What do y'all think? Do you all think that Simon is going to say, hey, I'm going to pay, although I was kicked out of the USA, right? So Simon was kicked out. He all the way over in Dubai living his life. So do you think he's going to pay a mortgage for her? I mean, do y'all think so? I mean, and what about the credit? Because they say she got bad credit. And I mean, like, word on the street or allegedly, she has bad credit. So what y'all think? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think Porsha is going to be able to pull it off? Because my sources say that she's stressed the F out and she don't know what to do. So, I mean, I don't think she'll be able to do it. And in fact, I don't think she's going to be able to sell this house, because in this market, see, this is a buyer's market. And I don't think she's going to be able to do it. But of course, y'all let me know what you think in the comments.
the plot. Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop.